It turns out that Joe Biden changed the White House transcript. The White House changed the White House transcript, this would be about the garbage comment, to include an apostrophe that clearly was not there. According to the Associated Press, White House press officials altered the official transcript of a call in which President Joe Biden appeared to take a swipe at supporters of Donald Trump, drawing objections from the federal workers who document such remarks for posterity, according to two U.S. government officials and an internal email obtained Thursday by the Associated Press. Biden created an uproar earlier this week when he suggested that Trump supporters were garbage. The transcript released by the White House press office, however, rendered the quote with an apostrophe, reading supporters with an apostrophe before the S, rather than supporters without the apostrophe, which aides said pointed to Biden criticizing Hinchcliffe. The change was made after the press office conferred with the president, according to an internal email from the head of the stenographer's office that was obtained by the AP. So that's illegal. You're not allowed to go back and actually change what the White House stenographer wrote in order to help yourself. But that's precisely what the Biden White House did. Because here's the thing. The Biden White House, the rest of the Democratic Party, Biden said the thing. It's called a Kinsey gaffe, okay, where you actually say the thing that you mean and call it a gaffe. He said the thing, okay? The thing is that people on the left truly believe that Trump supporters are fascists and Nazis and garbage, which is why none of this, it all rings hollow when they talk about unity. So this is Kamala's closing pitch. Her closing pitch is that she's a moderate seeking unity, and no one believes this. Here she was, for example, yesterday talking about moving forward and the importance of moving forward as opposed to backward, which is backwards from the forward, which would just be standing where you are. So you got to move forward, not three-word, forward.
You know what? Let me say something about this. We're here because we're fighting for a democracy. And understand the difference here. Understand the difference here. Moving forward. Moving forward. Understand the difference here. What we are looking at is a difference in this election. Let's move forward and see where we are.
Okay, moving forward, guys. Moving forward. Also, she's about bringing people together. Did you know that? Very much about bringing people together. Here she was talking about it yesterday.
I do believe that this is a choice about two very different directions for our country. And the choice being offered by Donald Trump is about going backward, about a constant emphasis on degrading the American people and our capacity, versus a track that is about bringing the country together.
She is going to bring the country together. Also, apparently, according to her weird and kooky running mate, Tim Walz, Joe Biden was very clear that he only meant that one Trump supporter was garbage.
Did the president's garbage comments that he made, did it damage this campaign?
No, he clarified what he was saying. He was very clear about that. What mattered last night was the vice president's positive vision of going to America, to all Americans, being a president for all Americans, and that's where we're at. So, no, certainly not.
That's not what he said. Well, I mean, he sort of did. President Trump, for his part, is like, Kamala keeps talking about unity, but I noticed they call me a fascist a lot.
She talks about unity. Oh, unity, unity. Oh, yeah, unity. By the way, he's like Hitler. He reminds me of Hitler. He's a fascist. She's talking about we're going to have unity, and then she calls me a fascist in the next sentence. This is the worst unifier.
Hey, he is right about that, of course. You may have noticed it's election season, and the future is on everybody's mind. But you know what should be on your mind? If you think in the far future, death. I know, it came out of nowhere. But here's the thing. No matter what happens over the next 4 years, one thing remains constant: the need to protect your loved ones with some life insurance from Policy Genius. Let's talk about reality for a moment. If something were to happen to you, an anvil falls on your head, would your family be able to cover their expenses? Mortgage payments, college tuition, daily living costs, those don't just go away. Life insurance can ensure your family has the financial support they need, even if you're not around to provide it. Did you know that 41% of Americans don't have the life insurance coverage they need? Don't be part of that statistic. Policy Genius is the country's leading online insurance marketplace. They help you find the right life insurance policy at the best price, so you can have peace of mind knowing your family is protected. Now I know what you're thinking. Ben, getting life insurance sounds like a pain in the butt. Well, let me tell you, it doesn't have to be. With Policy Genius, you can find life insurance policies starting at just $292 per year for $1 million in coverage. Some options are 100% online and let you avoid those unnecessary medical exams. Policy Genius makes it easy. Their licensed support team helps you get what you need fast. They answer questions, handle paperwork, and advocate for you throughout the process. Save time, save money on providing a financial safety net for your family. Head on over to policygenius.com/Shapiro or click that link in the description to get your free life insurance quotes. See how much you could save. That's policygenius.com/Shapiro. See, here's the thing. The actual Kamala Harris closing ad was pretty much cut by a group called Seed the Vote. Okay, SEED, Seed the Vote. Okay, they cut this ad using AI, and this is supposed to be a warning from the future if you vote for Donald Trump. This is what the Democrats actually think about Republicans. Okay, this is the quiet part out loud. It is also one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life. Here we go.
We weren't always like this.
It's people sitting in
we had
garbage,
a beautiful life. The best parties. The most beautiful friends.
Yeah, they're at a rave, by the way.
We thought it was just another election. So a lot of us didn't vote. Why bother? Everyone knew the system was rigged. Many of us even voted for them. I know it sounds
It's
crazy.
AI
now,
Elon Musk, who does not look
but
like
we didn't
Elon Musk.
like Democrats back then. We were angry about the vaccine mandates and how they handled the war in Gaza and the way they wanted to censor free speech on the internet.
They want unquestioned obedience.
So what did we end up doing? We voted for the guys who openly said they wanted to imprison dissenters and use the military against their political opponents.
Guys, get ready. Here it comes. It's going to get real weird now.
So yeah, we were wrong on that. Big time. When Trump got sick and died, Vance was 39 years old when he became president. 30 years later, he's still president today. And with the Supreme Court on his side, they gave him
Old Vance looks
dictatorial
nothing like
powers.
Vance, by the way.
They took away
They gave him
women's
dictatorial
reproductive
powers.
rights,
With
outlawed
Russian language in the
contraception, and removed the minimum
Outlawed
wage.
contraception.
Then we had repression of dissent, AI surveillance of everything we did or said on a level
X
we
is
couldn't
surveilling you now.
imagine. The government under Vance, Peter Thiel, and Elon Musk
Looks like-
set up concentration camps for illegal immigrants, then legal immigrants, then even
That's so
homeless
good.
people.
Oh my God, these homeless people. Wow.
They finally
These
admitted
people are
climate
crazy. I'm
change
sorry,
was
they're
real,
psychotic.
but it was too late. Florida sank
too
into
late.
the Gulf, and the West burned.
The entire state of Florida.
And cities across the country
The entire West.
became uninsurable, then uninhabitable. Musk and Thiel
Across the country,
poured
like
all of
Iowa.
our resources into artificial intelligence, so they and their friends could become immortal.
Immortal.
I don't know
Wow.
what happened to them, but I know what happened to us.
People sitting around like a campfire outside of Chicago. That is the best commercial I've ever seen. By which I mean that is horrifying. That is it. Okay, so if that's your closing pitch, that Donald Trump is going to die, and then J.D. Vance, who apparently is bearded Hitler, is going to take over and promptly, with Elon Musk and Peter Thiel, imprison all dissenters, make themselves immortal, allow the entire state of Florida to sink under the Gulf. By the way, that's not how climate change works, my friends. It's incremental. It happens over a long period of time, and you can build these things called seawalls. All of New Orleans is below sea level. This is their final pitch. And then you wonder why people aren't buying it. Maybe people aren't buying it because you're being crazy. You need to take your clonazepam. What is wrong with you people? Stop it. Just stop it. You're being stupid and crazy. Are you tired of the lies and the twists of the mainstream media talking points? Yeah, me too. Join me in my newest series, Fact, where I dismantle and bring truth to this tiring mainstream agenda.